What is up, guys? This is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the DC Collectibles Kid Flash from the Flash television series. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in your standard DC Collectibles window box packaging. Turning the box around, we can see a few other figures from the CW lineup, including the Atom, White Canary, and the Flash. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here's Kid Flash out of the box. And man, this is one of the better figures from the CW series. I actually really love this design, and I really love the actor. I think DC Collectibles did such a good job with the sculpt and paint, and guess what? The articulation is actually pretty good. Not amazing, but it's very passable, so I cannot wait to check this figure out with you guys. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. So Kid Flash does come with a decent amount of accessories. Starting off, he comes with 2 interchangeable head sculpts and 3 pairs of interchangeable hands. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at Kid Flash. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at Kid Flash. Very cool figure. I'm actually going to say this is probably one of the better ones from the CW line that we've gotten, because I think this figure actually looks really good. And the articulation is actually a little better than most figures, which I do appreciate. So let's take a closer look. The head sculpt looks fantastic. I think that looks really well done. I love the eyes and the lips. I think that really looks like the actor. I love the attention to detail with like the red lining throughout the cowl and whatnot. Just throughout the entire suit, really. So if you turn it around, you see all the red lining along the mask, the side of the suit. You can see all that work right there. That looks fantastic. You can see a different tone of yellow lining throughout the bodysuit. That looks really cool too. All these folds and wrinkles and whatnot in the suit just make it look very natural, and I really do like that. I think his Kid Flash lightning bolt looks fantastic. That came out really good. I absolutely love the gold used in the zipper. That looks very nice. I really do like that. The rest of his body is more like a red. It is two tones of red, so it looks like it's more painted in a bright red, but then there is like a slight darker airbrushing of some darker red throughout the figure, which you can see right here. That looks really good. You can see it more like in the thighs right there. That looks very cool. Very nicely done. Love the detail on this figure. That looks really awesome. I think they really nailed it with this design. And I know not everyone's a fan of this character in the shows, but I absolutely love him. He's definitely one of my favorite CW characters right now, so very cool. So some of his accessories, he does have interchangeable hands. Like most figures, they're just on this straight little pegs, just like that, standard DC Collectibles pegs. And I always get a little weary again when removing these and putting them on, because I do feel like they might break, but like I said, I've never broken one, so thank God for that. So we do get some closed-fisted hands, like we have one right there. And then we have like these karate chopping hands, or actually more like running hands. Then we got these hands that are like semi gripping hands, even though he really doesn't have anything to grip, so I don't know, use those for something. But what I do like about this figure a lot, and in my opinion more figures should come like this, he comes with an unmasked head. That's fantastic. So we can take this head off, pull it like that, and actually the whole neck joint kind of comes with it, so you can see that right there. And then you get this head, which is more of an unmasked head, and slide that in, and look at that. That looks really good. Another great head sculpt like that. The eyes look great. He looks a little anime-ish right there for some reason. Yeah, that's not crazy great, but I mean, it's not terrible. That does look pretty good. Like I said, I am appreciative that we're actually even getting an unmasked head. More figures, in my opinion, should come with unmasked heads. Mezco, I'm looking at you. Give us more unmasked heads for your figures. So I think that looks very cool. I love the fact that we're getting multiple display options for the characters, so I can pull that one off and pop this one back on. So very cool. So let's take a look at the articulation now, because I said it is slightly better and works a little better with this figure. So the head is on a ball joint. It does roll around like so. It does turn left and right just like that. Can look up, not so much, down a little bit like that. Do get some head pivot in there. Arms can go full 360. out about that far. We get a single bend at the elbow, not quite 90, but it does rotate at the elbow, rotation at the wrist, as well as a hinge at the wrist, just like that. We actually do get a cut right here at the upper abdomen, just below his pecs. And more figures, especially from DC Collectibles, need to come with that type of articulation. So that actually turns like so. And even the paint even goes into the joint. You can see the red markings go into those joints right there, that cut, which really helps. So that actually kind of rolls around a little bit and rotates and pivots a little bit, crunches forward and back a tiny bit. But still, that's a lot better than we've had with other figures. So again, really appreciative that we even have that. Hip joints can kick forward and out pretty far, which is pretty good. Can kick out and do the splits. See, about that far. That's how far they'll go without me feeling like they're going to break them. So pretty good splits. Can kick back a little bit. Pretty nice. No thigh rotation. That's one of the things I will complain about. He doesn't have thigh rotation with the right here, that like a cut or something. I do wish he had that. We do have double jointed knees. That works very nice. I think that looks very good. Then we do get an ankle joint, allows you to point the toe up and down, and a very good ankle rocker. So overall, I actually think this is a pretty good figure. I'm curious to see if we'll get this character from Mattel to see how they do. But in all honesty, I don't think they're going to do better than this. I think this guy's awesome. He has pretty good articulation for the most part, really good paint, really good sculpt. My only other gripe is that I kind of wish he came with like lightning effect pieces of some sort, but I mean, that's very minor. That's just kind of a what if or I wish. But other than that, he's very cool, and if you love this Kid Flash, then he is definitely a must get. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Captain America figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your CW comparison, here he is standing next to the Atom and White Canary figures that I've previously reviewed. And just for fun, here he is standing next to little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the DC Collectibles Kid Flash from the Flash television series. Now overall, I actually think this is a really cool piece. I think DC Collectibles did such a great job with him. He's got a great sculpt, great paint, and actually pretty good articulation. It's amazing what an abdomen cut can do for a figure's articulation, especially something like this when you want to get him in some really cool running poses. He's got really cool interchangeable parts, and I'm so glad he came with an unmasked head. My only minor real complaint is that I kinda wish he came with lightning effect pieces. But other than that, he is truly awesome, and if you're really trying to collect your Flash team, then this DC Collectibles Kid Flash is definitely a must get. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.